Welcome back to another episode of our Rimworld playthrough. I did just a teeny tiny bit, had a little issue, fixed it. But what's going on here today is I set up some tables and some chairs so people didn't get sad when they were eating on the floor. And yeah, not much else has actually changed. So yeah, we're gonna get into this today. Just for people who are starting on this episode instead of the first one. We don't have too much of their goals right now. We're just trying to build some kind of fortified base in these mountains. But our hopes are to get some decent structure and a decent amount of security set up today, so that we don't have to worry about attackers. I think for now, I'm just going to make a little sandbag emplacement in front of our door. That will slow them down just a tiny bit, but it will just give us a little bit more on the safe side for when people do end up attacking us. So I'm going to have Welsh continue to mine. Scarlet will continue to work on the farm. I actually don't know why she's not farming. I don't know if the tilled ground mod actually prevents them from growing off of the tilled ground, but I think it does. Jacob working on the tilled ground right now. I think he's out of wood, so I will make some more orders to get some more wood there. But yeah, they're just working along right now. Got a mad squirrel. Oh boy, here he comes. I'm gonna put everybody right here. Just these. Ready for the attack. Oh, and one shot, one kill. Kill the squirrel, already hit him. Shot him right in the lung. Just obliterated that lung. It's like breathing 1 second, inhaling lead the next. Looks like Scarlet's, yep, still working on the cotton field over there. We are low on food. Our meager amount of packaged survival meals will quickly go down, as we don't have much in the terms of stuff. It looks like the robot chicken actually makes drugs, so I guess our chicken lays drugs. You know what? That's okay. Got an area revealed. Nice. We got like a good metal deposit right there. We're gonna mine that out. And we're gonna mine, I think, this. Yeah, we're gonna mine this. Make a little production room right here. Just get this mining done, finish the structure up, and then I'm gonna build a stockpile, get some power set up, and build a freezer today. But yeah, other than that, Welsh and Jacob are just gonna keep on working along. If you guys have any complaints, comments, or suggestions, just let me know. Maybe if you don't like little segments like this where they're just mining and stuff, I could even cut some of those parts out. But you know, Scarlet and Welsh are just working on their stuff. And Jacob's just doing what he does best, and that's not sleeping. He's not Insomniac though. He is a android from the Androids Plus mod. Very good mod. I recommend it. Looks like we got an aurora going on right now. So it may look like day, but it's actually night if you watch like the ground. It'll pulse colors, and they'll get bonuses if they're outside during that. That's what that means. Ambrosia over there. One thing you can do is you can make a zone, make a growing zone. Put it over the ambrosia. Looks like it's all right here. And so you make a growing zone, but then you disallow sowing. So they will just harvest the ambrosia whenever it is ready to be harvested. I've not actually messed too much with the drugs in this game, but nonetheless they are pretty profitable. But yeah, it just looks like a colonists are moving along at a decent pace here. Hopefully, Jacob will get back to building those tables once he's cutting down, once she's finished cutting down trees for him. I mean, eventually this entire forest will just be but a memory as our super cool high-tech base reigns supreme over it. But for now, we have bigger worries, such as food shortages and human rights violations in the form of not having a table. I'm gonna make a stockpile zone here. This is gonna serve as our fridge. I see that raid, and we'll get to it just a second. I just want to finish at least coloring that out. Let's see what we got for a raid. I'm gonna jump over there. We just got one guy with a knife. We're gonna move our guys up here and get them in position. I don't even think he's gonna give prep time. He's just gonna go for it. Hopefully our robot chicken does not get attacked. Looks like the land is actually giving him a decent amount of cover. Ooh, he's like dodging and weaving. Oh, and he gets obliterated. Shot in the heart. Golly. Shot in the heart and Jacob's to blame. He gives love a bad name. You know what I'm saying? Love in the form of lead. I know, I don't think I'd like love in the form of lead, but I think that guy did. We'll make for now I'll make a graveyard. I think when it comes to security, I'm honestly thinking about building the security gate down here. Even though it's vulnerable, I don't know. See, because my idea is they're going to spawn on the edges, yeah. So, when a guy spawns here, he's going to walk all the way around to right here where the security gate is. But if a guy spawns here, he's just going to run up really fast. And like, yeah, if we have most of the people in the colony just chilling right here, they can quickly run out to that. But there's going to be more instances of people spawning in this is what I'm thinking than up here, because it looks like there's more area for them to spawn here. So I don't know if this is going to be more beneficial than, say, a gate up here. I mean, either way, I'm claiming a lot of land in my plan, so it's kind of iffy. I think I'm just going to build it down here. But anyway, I like to put, you'll see later, but I love to put graves just right out front of my security gate to like warn the enemy. To know what they're getting themselves into ahead of time. So we're gonna start thinking about, we're building a stockpile here. I mistakenly had not actually set anything up yet because I got distracted. So we're gonna clear out. We're gonna do foods and we're gonna remove meals. We're gonna set this to preferred. Then we are going to shrink the zone right here. And I'm going to make a second zone. And that will be our meal stockpile. So the idea of this is make a stockpile that only allows meals, make one that only allows food, and the cooks will actually grab food close by, come back, cook it, and then throw it in the food pile and keep going back and forth. And then to avoid issues with cleanliness in the room, I'm going to be making the butcher table in the freezer. You know what? Butchers can be a little cold every now and then. For all of our viewers out there who are indeed butchers, I wonder if your jobs will be as cold as our butchers. We're gonna go over here to temperature. We're gonna make, I think 2 usually nails it pretty hard. Sometimes I'll make a really big one. I might need something just a tiny bit bigger. I try to get the windmill close to my base, but out of the way of fire if I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it here. No, not really. So I'm just going to put them here. And when I mean fire, I mean like people shooting the base, because our security is going to be not going to be the best for a tiny bit. We got a lot of steel to work with, almost 1,000, I think. But this place will slowly look nicer. The minute we get stone crafting working, like Scarlet won't actually be doing much right now because she's in her early phases. So she's going to be just like Scarlett Johansson. She's not actually going to be doing a lot with her career. She's just going to kind of be lugging around all the dirty work. That's fine for right now when the building jobs are a little more intense with one person, but later on it won't matter as much. Faction unrest. Let's check that out. So usually these are from the more faction interaction mod. They give you a chance at befriending factions, and most of the time I usually ignore these because they're traps, or I don't have a person with a high enough social skill. But if we have that person with a high social skill, we can see the Republican Union of a Loner. That just sounds like a sad thing. Okay, so Scarlett has done the fields. She has a 10 in social. So I think I'm gonna go worlds. I'm gonna form a caravan. I'm just gonna take Scarlett. That's kind of risky, but I'm gonna want to do it. And then I'm gonna take 2 packaged survival meals with her, and we're gonna go. It's exactly a day. So she's gonna go there. And that's fine because we're close, so we're just going right back. So she's hopefully going to curry favor with one of the 2 factions. We won't have a cook for a few days, but that's okay. But we're just going to focus on getting our temperature situation set up. The heat wave is going to suck while they're outside. But when they're inside this cool mountain, it will be perfectly fine. So, sorry about that, by the way. I feel a little sore right now. Trying to get over a cold. But, looks like we got a crash pod. What faction is this guy from? Deuce Partners. Well, I don't have a facility to keep this person. I mean, he's a good researcher. But we kind of already have one. Though, I think if we could convert this guy and make him a researcher, that could be beneficial. He's only got 4 hours, though. And I don't really have any facilities, so I think I'm going to have to let him go. I really don't like keeping prisoners early. Because I don't have anywhere to put him, and I mean, like, yeah, I could just throw a bed in here, but that gets really dangerous. Because now I don't have anywhere for my guys to eat, and I think he is going to take a long time. Because I don't know what his resistance is, but he's got 4 hours till death, and our doctor's asleep. You'd have to lug him all the way over there. I'm gonna let the guy bleed out. And you know what? I think that's my choice. I don't know if that'll be the right one, but we'll see with time. Yep, Jacob's gonna just focus on his own shtick right now. I'm gonna just put a small stockpile zone here for now. Looks like Jacob got himself stuck. Oh my god. So he'll mine himself out now, but that's silly. Oh, he's not even gonna prioritize getting himself out? That's hilarious. But yeah, we're gonna let him mine himself out. And we're gonna watch this beautiful world unfold. Let's see where we are in the world. Looks like Scarlett Johansson took a very early nap. And she now continues onward. You know, I can actually appreciate the fact that, like, the sun moves on the world map. That is beautiful. We got a mad turkey. Alright, where are our boys at? Okay, well, our boys are centralized. You know, I'm gonna have our boys go up against this turkey. Is this gonna be Thanksgiving already? Or is this turkey gonna commit the Australian emu war? No, no emu invasion. Turkey just got obliterated. Let's see what happened. Shot in the right foot. Shot in the stomach. Just like a load of corn just popped out of the gullet. But yeah, no. If you guys think it'd be more beneficial to see the episodes in a way of me cutting, or possibly even just like segments instead of just a continual commentation, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to continue to play like this. And I think this is enjoyable for me. So, I mean, I'm liking it. I get to talk while playing a game I enjoy. Looks like Scarlett Johansson's just not even a half day out from the the Republican of the Loner or whatever it was. And Welsh is almost done with his mining operations, so he can soon get to work on crafting us some blocks. I'm gonna set up just a few more building orders for our lovely droid, and he is going to continue to build stuff for us. Meanwhile, we got minor break risk. That is probably Scarlett Johansson. She did not have a bed to sleep in last night. Hopefully it's not her. No, it's Welsh. What's up with Welsh? Oh, there's a low psychic drone. Okay. So it looks like we got two neutral factions. The Android Confederation, which this is the only time I've actually seen it named literally what it is. They are the positive faction from the Droids mod. So there's two factions. There's the positive one, which is tier 2s and tier 3s, that are like basically pretend to be a human civilization. And then there's a faction of tier 1s that are basically reprogrammed enslaved droids that follow like this tier 5. And the Republic of Union Loner, which is supposedly just the human faction. So I think they want peace. And I think I want to try to broker peace. It's risky, but it's more beneficial. So yeah, it looks like we did very well actually. Yep, the talks have done well. There is basic respect, and they have calmed down, so that's good. So they will both be less likely to attack us in the future. And so she's gonna go back to Hatesman, our lovely town. Looks like Welsh is in a daze, but just as he's finished his mine, so that's okay. As long as he finishes the hard manual labor I need him to do, he can do whatever he wants. So we are gonna make, I think I messed up on my design here. Oh my god. Usually I make it perfect, but I guess I messed up this time. So this is gonna kind of throw off the production line just a little bit here. There's gonna be a production table in front of some doors, so that might just slow it down a little bit. But yeah, I'll make sure get these set up, get some power in here, maybe get some, not make them sit in the dark. And then once our lovely friend Welsh stops being sad, he'll get some sleep and then make us some stone blocks so that we can work on our security. But yeah, it looks like with Scarlett doing amazingly, Jacob doing a wonderful job as our constructor, and Welsh starting to break at the seams. I think the mining got to him. I think you don't put a man in the coal mines too long, is what one of my uncles used to say. Back when I lived in Virginia, people just get a little loopy. So yeah, we'll probably leave Welsh out of the mines for a little bit. Maybe give him a nicer job, like cutting some stone blocks or cleaning up some corpses or something. Nice is in the term of the surroundings that he has are nice. Like if you see here, like this is a -10 room. -10 I think is like really, really high. So like Jacob's like, ah man, don't worry about it. But then he's like, dude, we're gonna die, bro. So like -10 is not what I want, and that's gonna change Like the neutral ground is -1. But it's if we have Samantha. Oh my god, that was a character in a different game. If we had Scarlet cleaning, it'll be a little bit better. I think we could get it up to like -2 or 3. Because all this -31, that's just because there's dirt right there. He's just sad because there's dirt on the ground. Not really any reason. These chunks give a -9, but those are going to be carved into blocks soon. So yeah. I mean, it looks like we're doing okay right now. I would like to get block production done and Scarlet back here soon though, because we've already been here for a couple of days. It's just gonna give me that because he's being a baby. But yeah, it looks like Jacob's doing a wonderful job. He's currently hauling stuff around. I think it's because he can't do anything right now, because there's no wood left for him and he can't cut down trees. So he's just gonna haul until Scarlet gets back, because he just doesn't understand the concept of cooking or tree decapitation. I've like set him to not cut down trees though, so that is to be noted. I could probably put that on his like 3. No, I do want him to haul when he can though. I think I'll have Scarlet. Scarlet's gonna probably go to bed. We'll get an extreme break risk from Welsh for a little bit, but that's okay. Welsh will eventually clear out, like he just did. He has catharsis. He's calming down, and he's out of this hideous environment. Right now, this is a hideous environment. Like Jacob just, I think he just had like a -16. I mean, ignore the observed rotting corpse. I think he just cleaned them up, but yeah, we have our little graveyard down there. They get negative things. You can deal with it. Most of the time, they'll just like break something. A lot of people like overhype, like, oh no, they're gonna kill someone. I mean, you can just arrest them, and half the time they just go with it. So as long as you don't have your colonists killing each other, break risks are fine. Like, yeah, Welsh, he's sad, but you know what? That's okay. But yeah, now I think I'm just gonna have I'm just really waiting for Samantha to cut down a tree. I just order her to do it. I cut this down. And now Jacob's still busy. Let's prioritize you cutting down some trees. Looks like Welsh is currently eating in bed, like all kings should. And now it looks like Jacob is picking up wood and making the production bench. So we'll be able to make, what is this, sandstone blocks. And sandstone blocks don't burn, and they have a decent amount of health. So we'll make, or we'll set it to make any block. We'll do this forever. Can I change it to do forever? Do forever. Now hopefully these blocks will turn into floors, will turn into walls. They won't be as nice as marble. And then we have marble right here. We gotta get rid of the chunks somehow. So we'll start stone crafting production. And that will be a big important part of the beginning here. So I'm gonna make a second table too. A second chair here. But hopefully, we'll have Samantha carve blocks when she's not busy with the farms. Looks like we got a little bit of heal root that'll help us in the long run. That's one other thing I need to remember how to do is put in the medication tab. I need to have, so I'll go to manufacture medicine. Make sure herbal medicine is in your freezer. This just prevents it from rotting. And then remove it from your normal stockpile. You want to make sure, so like, I'm going to just say haul this, and I don't know, like a 1 tile dumping stockpile zone right there. Just because you do not want to have your doors to your freezer open, because that's going to he just has the sandstone chunk in his inventory now. That's funny. The hauling mod's kind of silly sometimes like that. But you just don't want to freeze your whole colony. And this is going to start decreasing in temperature. I set it to -1 because if you set it to exactly 0, it like tries to jump up 1 degree. So if you set it to -1 in here, you'll see it right over here. It will try to jump up and down in temperature. We'll just get that as we actually get power working. For now, we're just going to work with tiny amounts of power. Jacob's going to start cleaning. I'm going to put some lights in here so he works faster. And so that people are happy, of course. I'm not just doing this because I'm trying to start some kind of great regime or anything. No. Our people have rights. But I mean, more production is always preferred. We're going to set some basic bills. I'm going to do this times 10. We're going to clear it so it's only vegetarian. No animal products. You want to do this when you set simple meals because this will prevent them from wasting precious meat and animal products that can be used for the next tier up in fine meals. And I like to do fine meals until I have 5, and I like to just keep it right here. And this works, in my opinion, this bill thing I'm doing right now, it works up until like 40 colonists. Then I change it around a little bit. We're gonna set this butcher creature, do forever. There's no animal butchering quota. It's just there's an animal, just kill him, chop him up. So I think right about now, we did a decent amount today. Let's get through this raid first. Let's get through this raid together, and then I think we'll end after this raid. So who are we dealing with here? I didn't even look. Oh my goodness. So this is from the Star Wars Battle Droid mod. These guys are a little tough. You know, I'm gonna actually leave it off here for some suspense. So what we did, we finished our buildings. We started a production table. We started some cooking tables. Built a windmill, built some power, some temperature gauges. Scarlett Johansson went and talked to 2 factions and they stopped bickering with each other. And in her absence, the fields did get a little unattended. That's okay. We got some stone block production going, and we got a defense plan and a graveyard set up. So that's all we did today. I'll try to keep these videos frequent. If you guys have any questions, concerns, just let me know in the comments below. And I will see you in the next one. Have a lovely day, and goodbye.